John Calipari and student-athletes and DeAndre Liggins. Coach Calipari will begin with an opening statement. Then we'll take questions first for the student-athletes.
Really proud of the guys, and Josh and DeAndre were so good today. Wow. And Darius and then Terrence, who didn't play well in the first half, did things late in the game. Brandon, who didn't make shots, makes the two biggest shots of the game. Deron, who wasn't making shots in the first half, come out and make a couple shots. I mean, we just all, John Hood helped us, Eloy helped us. I mean, it was a good win. I mean, it was a good win. They stuck to what we were trying to do. They didn't get away from it, and eked one out.
We're going to take questions now. First for our student athletes, we have one for Brendan on the right side.
Brendan Prunty from the Newark Star Ledger. Brandon, can you just sort of take us through that game-winning shot, and then sort of, you guys weren't given, I guess, much of a chance per se. Ohio State was much more veteran. You guys were all freshmen, and sort of how that played out.
Well, with the last shot, Coach put me in a pick and roll, a couple seconds left. And instead of going off, I felt he gave me a lane to go right. So I just went right, and he kind of jumped in front of me, so I pulled up, and thank God it went in. And as far as with people not really expecting us to win because we were a freshman team, as you saw today, our older guys, our veterans, stepped up and did a great job.
Another question on the right side on the aisle.
Josh, going into this game, you said you were confident, but really, did you think you could get 17 and have the game that you had tonight?
I got to thank for my teammates for doing that. They got me open, easy drop-offs to me, and I was finishing them. They just kept coming back to me on pick and rolls. But I've been guarding the best guys in the country for the last 2 years with DeMarcus and Daniel Pat, and this year guarding Ennis every day in practice. So that definitely gives me an edge on most defenders trying to guard Jared Solinger, one of the best big men in the nation. Going against Ennis every day, that definitely gives me more confidence coming to this game.
On the aisle again, Ed, please state your name and media outlet.
Ed Cohen with Sirius XM Sports. Brandon, you did it in Tampa. You've done it again here in New Jersey. Is there something to be said for having the ball in your hands late in the game?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I just thank God for being able to make shots like that. And just when it comes crunch time, a couple seconds left and the game's on the line, I just try to focus in and make sure I'm making the right decisions.
Question on the left, right on the aisle. Please state your name and media outlet.
Dan Wetzel, Yahoo Sports. Brandon, this is twice now when you've had game winners where there's no timeout. They just give you the ball, go, and I assume they want you to just make a play. What is that? What kind of confidence do you get out of basically being given the ball and just said go and win it?
I get a lot of confidence from that, just knowing that Coach Cal has a lot of faith in me to put me in a position like that to make the right play. Not only can it be shooting, but he tells me somebody else is open to get it to them to knock the game-winning shot down.
Question on the left, Jerry.
Jerry Tipton, Lexington Herald-Leader. Brandon, on that shot, when you got the ball, were you intending to drive to the basket and his defense made you improvise? And Josh, can you talk about your defense on Sullinger when he put it off the side of the backboard?
Brandon first.
Like I said before, I was going to come off the screen originally, but I kind of felt he gave me a lane to go to the basket. And his lateral quickness is pretty good, so he got a good pop, and he cut me off a little bit, so I just stopped and rose and shot the mid-range.
Josh?
I gave up an offensive rebound right before that, and gave up an easy layup. I didn't really contest it, so I was going to try and make it up for my teammates. So I was just trying to be big. I had a couple inches on him. We were the same weight and everything, so I was just trying to be bigger than him. And I had high hands, and he threw it off the side of the backboard. And I came up with a big rebound, and I think that was a key play right there.
Question on the left side. Please state your name and media outlet.
Steve Politi from the Star Ledger. Question for Josh and DeAndre. I'm just curious, when you hear Kentucky, Carolina, I mean, what springs to your mind?
Josh first.
North Carolina, they've really progressed since the first time we played them. They're a totally different team. They beat us once, so it's going to be a tough game to come out here and, match up with them. The bigs did a great job the first time, and all they're doing is getting better. So it's going to be a tough matchup for me, but hopefully we can come out and keep playing the same ball we've been playing these last couple weeks.
DeAndre, same question.
North Carolina, a good team. They progressed during the year as the season went on. And, ever since they got the point guard, they've been great. That's my job to guard him the next game, and I'm going to try to do my best on him.
Question up front, Jerry.
DeAndre, after the game, you got up on the table and tried to get a message, I guess, to the fans. What motivated you to do that, and what were you trying to say to them?
It is part of my game. It's bringing passion to the game every time I step on the floor. Try to lift my teammates, and I was just happy we won the game.
We have a question right in the middle on the aisle. Please state your name and media outlet.
Matt Jones, CBSSports.com. DeAndre, on that shot that went from, I guess, to go from 1 to 3 up, that's sort of the most aggressive I've seen you a lot of the year. Did you want to take that shot?
I heard Coach Cal say yesterday when he was up here, he said, DeAndre going to make shots. And I listened to that, and I said, I'm going to make shots today, and that's what I did.
We have a couple more minutes for questions for the student-athletes from Kentucky. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll send a microphone in your direction. Any further questions for Brandon, Josh, or DeAndre? Thank you very much, guys.